news, geek speaker preacher. 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 Geek speaker preacher.
Yeah.
Worker news, geek speaker preacher. Geek speaker preacher. Geek speaker preacher. Geek speaker preacher.
What's good, family? All right. I see you out
Geek
there.
speaker preacher.
One or two of you have already commented. Appreciate you. Appreciate that. We're live. We're going to be talking about Ecamm. We're going to be talking about the beta version. Let's pull the music down. Yeah. We're going to be talking about a couple of things.
Geek speaker preacher.
Hope that you guys are ready to hang out and hope that you came with your questions, because I'm ready for your questions. I got some questions the other night. That was supposed to be an Amazon Live. This is actually the question and answer session. So we are excited to be here and, made some rearrangements in the studio. Hope that you like it. This earbud doesn't want to cooperate with me. Oh, it feels good now. Yeah. Hoping to be able to kind of revamp the space a little bit. Let me see what we got. Anybody else out there? What's going on? Let me know in the chat, in the comment section, what you got going on. I'd love to be able to hear from you. Let's see here. Yep. Oh yeah, we are live. We are live. Okay. I just wanted to make sure, because sometimes you gotta make sure. Sometimes you gotta yeah, be 100% certain. Let's put it that way. All right. I'll put my phone down. Okay. I'm gonna dive right in. If you don't have any questions, that's okay. If you don't have any questions, that's okay. I have a lot to cover. Oh, Shariva Smith is here. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. We always appreciate when folks make their presence known. I appreciate you. But yeah, there's a lot to cover. So I'm going to dive right in. Multitasking and working. That's the whole point of the midweek huddle. We're all going to be working. And so you guys are going to get a chance to kind of peek over my shoulder, as it were. Let's peek over my shoulder. You can see that over the shoulder view of the whole setup here. And we can get some work done together. All right. Creating videos and working. All right. I see you, David Hunt. Thank you so much for the comment. Appreciate that as well. Creating videos and working. There's nothing better than that. So Ecamm, I'm actually using the beta version of Ecamm right now for my live stream. It's working perfectly. There's a list of feature updates that they just dropped. And in my opinion, in Kirk's humble opinion, if you're not using Ecamm, they could be a little bit over the top. Oh, that's nice. Over the shoulder. Oh, thank you. But it could be a little much if you are not used to Ecamm already. And this is one of the things I always say to folks is the longer you take to, as they say, graduate to some of these other more more technical, more feature-rich platforms, the longer or the harder it's going to get, because the platforms continue to innovate. And herein is a perfect example of that. Ecamm was already a very feature-rich platform, and people were doing all manner of things with it, even in its more simple state. And so now they're adding additional functionality that is simply going to blow us out of the water. So I'm excited for this. I see nothing wrong with this whatsoever. So I'm excited about that, and we're hoping that we can showcase some of those functions and features here today. I am just pulling my comments up. Thank you so much, Shariva, for the comment there. Yeah, I appreciate it. Nothing like having some other angles. And again, I want to make sure you guys know, like, this is a brand new space that we are well, let me not say brand new space. I have twisted the studio around yet again, and I'm excited about that. All right. So let's get the list of feature updates on the screen. I'm going to make it a little bigger. By a little, I mean a lot bigger. And then we're going to pull up our smart mouse, because that's what we do. Let's get the smart mouse going. Bang. All right, so here is the list of feature updates for Ecamm. Let's see here. So new features this is the beta version. So I want to be clear. I mean, listen, I'm gonna be monitoring my comments as best I can. Do you have a video on how to work Stream Decks? Ooh, thank you for the question. What platform are you using? Are you using StreamYard or are you using Ecamm? What platform are you using? I have a video on how to use your Stream Deck with StreamYard. I do not necessarily have one for Ecamm. So I would love to, hear from you what that might be. And if it is indeed StreamYard, I'm just gonna ask maybe David or somebody who's in the comment section to help us get that link over to you. because it is there on my YouTube channel where you're watching right now. So want to make sure you can get that if it is indeed Ecamm. Sorry, StreamYard. So one of the things that I wanted to, okay, yes. So that is, if it's StreamYard, then yeah, we got you covered. We got you covered. So David, I don't know if you could find that for me and get that over to her. That would be great. I am going to try to get some of our comments. I'm going to try and get those on another screen. All right, so there we go. Boom, boom, boom. So this is the beta version, meaning it is not full version, meaning it is not a full release yet. One of the things that, oh, thanks, David. She says, I'll check it out. Thank you. You're welcome. One of the things that I was trying to make sure mentioned here is that if you can actually install both versions of Ecamm on your computer yourself, right? You don't have to remove the full version of Ecamm in order to install the beta version of Ecamm. What's good, Micah Flemings? Thank you so much for coming through. You can actually keep both on your computer at the same time. You can actually run them separately. You can't open them both at the same time, but you decide which version of Ecamm you're going to open. So when I double click on the Ecamm beta version icon, it brings up the full Ecamm instance, but it's the beta version, meaning it has all the beta additions to it. And of course it has some of the beta bugs because it's not a full version, full release yet. So depending on what you're doing, you may want to just keep it straight up, this, the regular version of Ecamm. But if you intend to utilize the beta version, two things I would recommend that you do. Number one, test whatever you're going to do first before you actually go for a live stream, unless you're crazy like me. But number two, when you do find little quirks or little bugs, take a second to contact support, let them know what you found, because that's what the beta is all about. This is them help. We get early access to these functions and features at the price of course, maybe something might not be fully baked, but also they want feedback. So if you've never participated in a beta program, feedback is critical. So these are some of the ones that they have listed here. New features in version 4.1b1 of beta. I'm going to highlight this thing real quick. Adds shape overlays with support for linear gradient, blur, and effects. Let's pause. Let's pause. One of the things, this one feature update, this top line right here, in my opinion, I may go live later tonight, or maybe even tomorrow night, just to highlight this yet again, because this one line item, it essentially replaces Canva for me. Now, does that mean I'll never use Canva again? Never. No. I'm not saying that. I get stock pictures out of there. I do my presentations out of there. I design things for other people out of there that are people who are not using Ecamm. I design all my StreamYard stuff out of Canva. So no, it does not replace Canva for me. But there's a lot of things, like the whole scene that you're looking at right now in terms of the design with the cup and all the things. I did that in Canva. This top thing here basically shows us that you can design all the different things that you want to, especially lower thirds and overlays and different things that you might want to have on screen. You can design them very easily now in Ecamm. Now let's put this to the test. Let's go back to the previous screen. Let's go for where can I go? Let's pull this up. Let's pull this up as well. That's why I like this look. Because it just really oh, okay. She says I tried to use Ecamm and I felt overwhelmed. I'm gonna have to give it another try. Thank you, David. Oh yeah, Dave, you owe it to yourself to give it another try. But you know what? Get a walkthrough of the platform as well. So don't just go it alone. Now, I want you guys to see something here. Let's go to. Tell me if you guys are seeing live demo mode. I am not seeing live demo mode. I hope that you are seeing live demo mode. But anyway, one of the things that I have on my screen right now is my name. All right. So I just took that off of the screen, and then I also have this my logo in the top up here, and I also have this lower third right here, right? And these are just things that I exported from Canva as transparent overlays. So let's go ahead and pull that down. Now it's just a naked a naked screen. In that same overlay is a white bar across the bottom where I'm able to put this ticker. So there's a white bar across the bottom, and that ticker is on top of that bar, just in layer priority. And you can see that right here, right? So I'm showing you right here on my screen. Okay, Shariva says we can see it. What is the smart mouse? Let's go. So with Joanne, what is the smart mouse? It's an application for Mac, and I'm just going to show it to you real quick. So this is it. It's called Pro Mouse. If you go to the Pro Mouse, if you go to the Mac store on your Mac computer, you can purchase. It's actually, I don't know if it's a purchase or if it's for free. I can't remember. But even if it is for a purchase, it's like $3 or something cheap. But yes, this is the Pro Mouse. Thank you for the question, Joanne. Thank you for the question, Joanne. But yeah, so you guys are seeing it. Shariva is letting me know that you guys are seeing live demo mode, and you can see the features here. I have them all listed on the side here in the note document, because that's what you got to do. It's my cheat sheet. That's my basically my run sheet for today's program is this list of features. So hopefully that's something you guys can see as well. All right, so that. One of the things that I do is I design these in Canva, and then I take them, bring them into Ecamm as an overlay. You can see the overlay here. It's a host call out. I'm just going to turn off that overlay, and you can see the backdrop. I'm going to put my name back up. All right. So the backdrop for my name, the backdrop for the ticker, and the How It All Works logo, they're all gone because they're all in that one thing. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. I have the Ecamm logo here as well. So because I did a presentation on behalf of them one time, and then I wanted to be on brand, so I have that. One of the things I want you guys to understand is now let's just, for example, build out the backdrop for my name. Now, I could do this in one of two ways. I can come down here to the overlay screen and click on this icon that is brand new, which is new shape overlay. You can see that on the bottom of the screen, new shape overlay. I'm going to click on that, and that gives me a new shape. That is already crazy. I have no idea what you're saying here. Just my 2 cents, but I find the music and the voice in the background distracting. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We'll just put on a different set of music because I'm definitely not going to go without music. Okay. So this is something that I had already designed earlier. So now I'm just going to bring back up the background that we had on the squares that we had on the screen earlier. There we go. Right. So this is what we have here. All right, let's try and redesign these. So I'm going to take out the corners, make it nice and square. I'm going to get rid of the border. Okay. Oh, okay. That's fill. So border color, and we'll take the border width all the way to 0. So now we have just a basic square. I should be able to, you know, basically line this up here and make it the same size as the other one. And this is essentially what I did in Canva, just made 2 different squares essentially. So let's get the lead. Let's get lead. Licorice. None of those are working. So I'm just going to use a dropper, grab that color, put it in my picker, put it in the picker here. And now I select that as my color. Bang. You see that matches almost perfectly now. So now I have this, and I'm simply going to add yet another shape. It adds here. I'm going to make this a little smaller and make it white. So for the color, and again, I'm not even going to bother trying to find the color. I'm just going to pick it from the picker, grab it, drop it on this thing here, and now we have that. Now I'm going to move it up underneath and stretch it out a little bit more. And then we just change the layer priority, right? So we change the layer priority there. This looks exactly like the other one. This is what you can now do, because we couldn't do shapes before. So now I'm going to do one more. I'm going to take, let's add one more rectangle. Let's get another shape here. I do want it white. I want it a little bit more skinny, but this one, however, I want it, let's go here. I want it the length of the, you already know what I'm doing, right? So I wanted the length of the thing. Now I'm going to turn off the host call out down here, right here on in the overlay screen. I'm turning off host call out, and I'm putting my graphics folder above the rectangles. So what that means is when I pull this down, it goes behind it. You see? So now I can kind of just make that a little bit bigger, and then you can see that drops right in place. I can take my 2 rectangles. All right. If I was watching what I was doing, I could have just linked them. But anyway, we're gonna take one rectangle, put it behind here, and you can see that nicely brings the @ sign, the handle for my Instagram up, and now we have the same thing. This is what I have been doing in Canva all along, but now I can design them. Okay. Yeah, I can design them in Ecamm directly. Listen, I can even bring the logo back in manually. Let's see if we can't find that logo for you. Find the logo pictures. Bring the logo back in manually. Now this logo is transparent, so that does make it a little bit of a challenge. But we can make it work. All right, what's going on? Oh, okay. You got to be on the actual thing itself. So I don't want to make it any smaller, but I am going to bring the border in by hitting the command key and actually making the overlay itself smaller. So now I've made the overlay itself smaller. I'm going to put it back where I usually have it. Make it a little smaller there. About right there. Now, look at this menu. Yes, see, you're getting ahead of me, David, because I'm showing you one way of doing it, the Canva way of doing it, but you could just type the text and change the border and the background of the text to match the same thing that I'm doing now. So let's go back over here real quick. There we go. All right. So you're so right, David. You're absolutely correct. You could absolutely do it that way. So now let's go back over to here. Let's do a border. Border width. I'm gonna have that be, I don't know. We don't want it that wide. We are gonna give it a little bit of a corner radius, and I'm gonna do motion now. Now I'm gonna do motion, and this is too much. This is too much fun. This is too much fun. I know I'm having too much fun. All right, I'm a designer at heart, I think. And then we have this here. I'm gonna make that gradient. So now I've actually, great day in Ecamm history, James Bush says. Now I have actually not just, I want you to see this, y'all. I haven't just changed it to a color border. So I could do a color border. I could do a gradient border. That means you can see the top of it is white, the bottom of it is lead. But I'm actually doing a motion border where the border is changing all the way around my logo. Now, I can actually take the shadow, give the whole thing a shadow, and increase the shadow. You see that shifting? Man, that's crazy, y'all. That is crazy. And you can have it blurred, or you can have it really, prominent. I like to have it a little bit blurred, but yeah, you can actually take the shadow and move it all the way around. This is full design capability right inside of Ecamm. This is crazy. Y'all see this? I mean, yeah, that's kind of, that's in my opinion, this is a better design than what I had from Canva, and I haven't imported anything. Everything is being used right here from Ecamm, and I've only touched on number one. Let me show you one other thing. If I click the pencil on this, all right, let's say I've designed this the way that I want it. I have the gradient, I have the shadow, I have the colors, everything just the way that I want it, but I just want to use a different picture. You can actually hit the pencil and go up here to where it says replace asset. What? You can replace the asset. So you can replace, so in this case, the logo, I could replace it with another image or a different logo, and it would keep the same border, the same motion, the same gradient, the same shadow. Ecamm, I am just applauding you right now. This is absolutely bananas. Now, one of the things that David asked is, what up, Johnny E? One of the things David asked is, can't you just, couldn't you just put the text there, right? And that's true. You could put the text, right? So I'm gonna grab, this text real quick. I'm gonna Control C, Control V. All right, we're gonna move that up here, and we're gonna move that over, right? So we got this other text here. So here's the issue though, David. So I'm gonna hit the pencil on this. What is the background color? So right now the background color is completely transparent. I'm gonna make the background color black. I can't make the background color two-tone. So I would still need, because the text underneath, which is my handle for Instagram, is at Kirk R. Nugent, but I can't make it two-tone. So because I can't make it two-tone, I would actually have to have two text boxes, which will work. But here's the other thing. Your border width, right? So your border width doesn't go lengthwise. Does that make sense? And still undefeated champion. You can't go longer like I have here, right? So I can't make this any. I stand corrected. So I can make this longer, and man, Ecamm is completely baffling me right now. So I would simply do this. I would have to hit the pencil on this, and then you can go to edit text from here. Get this, get that out of there. Do that. Add another text item. Control V, right? That's all there. We can change the, so we say add that. All right, now let's get in here. Okay, let's edit the text again. So the text color, we want the text color to be snow. We want the background. Oh, no, I did that wrong. All right, so the text color is going to be lead. So let's get lead. And the background is going to be white. Right? We do not want the border. And we say save. All right, so it's still curved a bit there. Corner radius. Let's get rid of that. So make it a little bit bigger. I'm making it bigger so that I can pull the length out. Now I'm going to make it smaller. So now we've kind of mimicked the same thing, but I got to tell you, I like my version over there better. Just having the background on top of it, but you can do it in either way. You can do it in either way. Let me know if you have any questions, y'all. Just stop me right where you are. Still the undefeated champion, Ecamm. Yes. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm looking at the comments on the screen here, but I just want to make sure I don't miss any questions that might be out there. But so this is some of the ways that you want to do this. I'm going to go ahead and just highlight. Let's highlight this and trash it. Let's get rid of the other one and trash that as well. One of the things I like to do is make sure that my graphics are oh man. All right, so let's see here. All right, that one we definitely want to get rid of. Making sure that my graphics are all in the space that I want them to be. All right, so this is I'll leave those there, and it looks like it's this one. Yeah, this one. So we'll get rid of this one. Pull this into the graphics folder. So again, when you're designing in Ecamm, you also want to make sure that, I was asking about the ticker. All right, good. I'm gonna do the ticker here in a second. But when you're designing in Ecamm, you do want to make sure that you are organizing your assets in a way that will allow you to know exactly what you're doing. So here, like this one, this is the backdrop for the ticker. So I want to name that, instead of rectangle, ticker background. So I'm not wondering whether or not this is, you know what I'm saying? And this is third, and this is the same. So that way even as you see it, you know, oh, okay, that's what that is. And if I have them all in a folder, I can simply turn it all off, turn it all on. And this is again the power of Ecamm and the power of, designing your scenes and doing things in ways that allow you to have some of the flexibility and functionality that the platform literally just hands over to you, right? So that's pretty cool. HIW for life. That's a t-shirt. David Hunt says that's a t-shirt. I love it. Let's see here. I was talking about the ticker. David says, okay, I'm trying to catch this other comment here. I'm going to come back to where it all began. HIW for life. Come on, James Bush. You got it. You're in here for sure. Rahman Jamal says, hello, what's going on? I love the strong arm emoji. Come on and strong arm it. I love it. That's so dope. I love that question as well. Quit for what? What? The mods are here. Gary Jones is in the live. Greetings, everyone. I love it. Gary Jones, thank you so much for being here. Yo, Ecamm has done it again, y'all. Like, this is crazy. All right, so now let's try and do the ticker in a slightly different way since we've gotten that functionality as well. And I want to say this as well. Second, one of the other items in the list is it adds free rotation of overlays, including rotation gesture support. Oh, brother. Oh, my. Okay. So if I let's go to this thing here. So more options, transition right now is none. I can do fly in from wherever, but where's the rotation? Or did I lock this? No, I didn't lock it. Should be able to. If you truly had to choose, what live platform would you go with? I'd go with Ecamm all day. I'll go with Ecamm all day. So but I will say this, Rahman, that there are scenarios where I have to use StreamYard, where I have to use, let's say, a web-based streaming application because I need to work within a team and I need the team to have real-time access to all the assets. I don't want them having remote access to my machine where Ecamm is installed. So the one major limitation as a remote producer, right? As a remote producer, the one major limitation is, of course, not being able to have real-time access to the entire show, essentially, when I'm producing a show with a team. So that is why I'm a big proponent of the web-based streaming platforms that give you those team capabilities and the host producer type scenario vibe where you can bring folks in. I can have an assistant producer that's just doing comments. I got another person that's just doing overlays. I have myself in there that's just putting our speakers on and off the screen, making sure I choose the right layout for the right overlay. All those things are happening real time. But it is, while I'm happy for the help with the web-based streaming software, I'm able to get that assistance. The issue becomes I can run the entire show by myself simply with a Stream Deck when I'm running it through Ecamm Live. So there's that, ebb and flow. There's a bit of a give and take there that I just haven't seemed to been able to get around. So definitely want to make sure that we share that one with you as well. All right. So we have you should be able to rotate different things on the screen. So let's bring a picture onto the screen. Let's go to downloads. What's this? This is the Let's Celebrate joint. So I'm going to bring that onto the screen, make it smaller. All right, now should be able to rotate it. How do I rotate it? This is a new one for me. I haven't actually tried this one before. Border with corner radius. That's fine with me. Let's do a little border. That's cool. Yeah, we'll do a gradient. Oh, you can choose where the gradient goes. I'm gonna put some funky colors. Let's do yellow and let's do blue. That's cool. And you can choose, where the gradient goes, or you can have it running around. But let's see, opacity. Change the opacity on it. There it is. Rotation. Okay, so I don't have a clue why I didn't see that. It's literally staring me in the face, but I can actually rotate this guy. This was not something you could do before, y'all. This was not something you could do before. I want you to know that this is not something you could do before. Look for the rotation line. I'm just like, what in the world? How did I not see this? Anyway, you get it. But this is not something you could do before. That is crazy. I think you rotate with the trackpad. No. You rotate here. Rotate. Thank you so much, everybody. But yeah, you can rotate right here. Let me just make sure that same line is there. Yeah, it's right here. How did I miss this? I don't have a clue. I was just gonna use my logo and rotate that, but whatever. It is what it is. So we have the rotation line right here. You can put that back to 0. And yeah, have that do whatever. Mercy. Oh, okay. Ramon says StreamYard stopped working with my ATEM, so I'm trying to choose a different web-based platform. I would try a different browser first, Ramon. I have 3 clients who their cameras, their microphones no longer work with StreamYard in the browser that they use. But they changed to a new browser and it seems to work. I have no idea why this is a thing, but I'm just letting you know, I would try a different browser first before you make the switch. If you're already paying for StreamYard, your assets are already set up, everything's already ready to go, I would definitely try a different browser first before you make a switch. Because the switch might be, lot harder to do. So definitely I would recommend trying a different browser. Now, I use a browser called Arc browser. It is based on top of Google Chrome, and I did that for one client, had him just install Arc, and that seemed to work fine. But I would try a different browser first. So Ramon, try another browser right now. Try it right now, and then let me know. Rotation looks cool with lower thirds. Oh, you did. My bad. Okay, so you tried other browsers and it still didn't work. That's crazy, bro. I have not heard of that before. So the ATEM just stopped working? It doesn't see it? Like the browser doesn't see it? Can you see it in other applications? Can you see the ATEM in Zoom? Can you see the ATEM in other applications? Get a free trial of something like EVMux or Melon app, and try that way. See if you can see the ATEM in there, because I definitely would want to make sure that it's not a bigger issue before you actually pay for something. That's a weird one, man. That's a weird one. Something about having that straight just makes me feel better. Use Firefox with StreamYard and Melon app. Okay, there you go. David Hunt's giving you some, but I mean, you're saying you already did. I wasn't too deep in on StreamYard. Okay, got you. Well, I would definitely recommend checking out EVMux if you are gonna still stay in the web-based arena. EVMux is definitely middle of the road. All right, it gives you a lot of functionality and features of a tier 3 streaming application like Ecamm, but it is still web-based. So it's very much, that middle of the road kind of a scenario. So I would definitely recommend checking out EVMux. Okay, cool. All right. And you're saying, yes, it works in Zoom. Your ATEM Mini works in Zoom. That is good to know. So then it's not a hardware issue. It's not the ATEM. It's not something else. I was looking at EVMux. It didn't work either. What? Something's wrong, man. I'm just gonna be honest with you. If your ATEM is not working with 2 different web-based applications, something's wrong. Simply ball dropping podcast. Thank you so much for coming through. But yeah, no, something's got to be off, Ramon. If it's not working with 2 different applications, something is wrong. Something is wrong. Okay. Adds a linear gradient option for overlay borders. Adds overlay blend mode options. Blend mode. Let's check the blend mode. All right. I'm gonna bring my graphic back on the screen here. This is let's celebrate. We just hit 7K. So this was one of the graphics that now I'm going to put this over my face and let's look at the blend mode. All right. Blend mode. Right now it's normal. And green screen. And I've got to do something. I would love to jump on with you from my studio. Ramon says, okay. Yeah, I would love to do that as well. Man. Okay. Let's do darken. All right. It's still here. It's just, we're using this darken one, right? You can see the whole list of them here, right? This whole list of options when we decide to try and check our blend, right? So let's do multiply. And if you do any design work, right? You already know, color burn. I've used this before, linear burn, right? I mean, lighten, right? You lighten it a little bit, screen, color dodge. I mean, you're seeing everything as this is happening, right? Overlay, soft light, hard light, difference, exclusion, right? Hue, color, and anyway, you get the point. I want to go back to normal, and then I can change my transition. But you can also do the opacity on these as well. You can change the opacity on that thing, and you can actually blur that thing as well. Here's another thing that I forgot to mention earlier. So let's go ahead and close this out. Let's add another camera. Whoa. We added another camera. So this is another camera. I'm going to, let's make, it kept the same colors. I think that's so dope. Let's make it into a squircle. All right, cool. And I'm going to, you can change the same things on a camera. The way they've done this is just so crazy. Do the blur. Yeah. So this is the thing I was getting ready to do. James Bush. I meant to do this earlier. I was gonna download. You change this camera to the background camera. Okay. I was gonna download the from Bunny Scotland. Cheers. I was gonna download the a clip. I think I have one somewhere. Let me just, I don't have to download it. Let's actually do that. So I'm gonna let's download one. Okay, the logo. Let's move the logo. Just wasn't doing it right. So we move the logo here. We're gonna put the webcam underneath the logo so that I can put the on top of one another. I love this. Okay. So then what we're going to do is find in somewhere. I know I have like a subscribe thingy that's all on a green screen. That's a lot of stuff. Let me see what else we got. Okay. Yeah, those are already keyed out. I have one that is not keyed out already. I don't know what's going on with my webcam. It does this little flicker thing every now and again. All right, let's see here. Let's do by kind. All right, MP4. One of these should be it. No. Guys, sorry about this. I should have had one prepped and ready to go. All right. Anyway, so we won't fool with that right now, as there's a lot to try and catch up with there. But the idea is, if you had a green screen, let's come out of live demo mode for just a second. So we're out of live demo mode for just now. If you had a green screen, let's see. If you had yeah. Grab one from Canva really quick. Oh. I didn't think Canva had one on a green screen. Do they have one on the green screen? Maybe. It's very possible. You've got to love it. Canva for the win, y'all. All right, so share that, download. "24 seconds. Yes, under photos or video. Johnny E, you are killing the game today, sir. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So we're gonna do this thing. We're gonna do this thing. Whenever it downloads, we're gonna do this thing. Let me see what we got in the comment section. Dr. Stewart. How do I pronounce your last name? Dr. Stewart. I'm just gonna say Dr. Stewart. But yeah, man. My guy Austin Humphreys is on the live. What's going on, sir? Yo, Austin. Bro, first of all, you are coming to my city. You need to come through and hang out. That's number one. Number two, you need to know that this latest update from Ecamm is stupid. I'm going back to live demo mode. All right, so we're in live demo mode again. And I have this video of a zebra walking, well, kicking around and doing some things. I will be in the studio this week. So I'm going to drop this. That's another thing too. I'm going to drop this on the joint. Kill that. I want the joint to be a camera. All right. So I need to pull it into the what you call it. So put it here. Add animated overlay. So there's your zebra. I'm gonna make it big. Okay, gonna make it big. See that zebra? I'm gonna pause this bad boy. This is just too cool. Now I'm gonna hit the pencil. This is crazy. I'm gonna hit the pencil and we're gonna do blend mode green screen. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? Yeah. I'm pressing play. Your boy, the zebra's doing his thing now. Like this, Ecamm, you have abs. Listen, this dude is just walking across the street. He's just walking across. Like, Ecamm, you've killed it. You have killed it. I don't even know what else to say. What? What? With the click of a button, I remove the green and this dude is just walking across, transparent. I don't have to even pull into a green screen anymore. Like, I don't have to go into all, you know how much gymnastics I had to do to get this to work? And Ecamm just includes it. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, green screen, blue screen, doesn't matter. Look, Look. Blend mode, green screen. Blend mode, blue screen. Boom. Let's put it back. For those in the back that were like, no. What did you just do? This is the actual video. This is the video I downloaded. If you're watching, you can see my whole screen right now. I'm going to actually go to the video in my downloads folder. I'm going to press the space bar. This is the video. That's what the video looks like. That's the video that I downloaded. Okay. I'm going to get rid of that video. Now in Ecamm, now that I've pulled it in Ecamm, you can see I pulled it here, right here. You can see it. Let me just type it properly. Now that I've pulled it here, you can see that on the screen here. I'm zooming in on it. Zebra green screen. I'm simply going to hit the pencil. Blend mode right here. Blend mode. It says normal. I'm going to change that to green screen. Yeah. What version of the Bible do you read? That's an interesting question, Jamel. Yeah, this is crazy. There's a zebra just walking around on my screen right now. Hey, what's going on, zebra? It's good to have you. We appreciate you. I'm gonna get rid of. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. I'm gonna move the logo back over to where I want it to be. No. All right, there we go. Move the logo back over, and we'll just have Mr. Zebra. We'll have you walking around over here because you don't do a whole lot. You don't walk across the whole screen, so I just leave him over there. Hey, Mr. Zebra, that's so cool. Thank you for being here. Oh man, this is absolutely bananas, man. This is bananas. And the zebra just kind of walks off the screen. What? Is anybody like this is absolutely crazy. As overlay drop shadows, I'm looking at the feature list over here. Adds a line spacing and character spacing adjustment for text overlays. So now you can decide the width of your text overlays. So let's go to this one here real quick. So if I highlight this, I can adjust the line. The kerning is what it's called, right? Kerning. You see where it says kerning here? I can adjust that. I can make that a little bit wide. I love that. Like, this is why I do my stuff in Canva, because I can't do this, you know what I'm saying, in Ecamm. And now I can do it in Ecamm. So imagine you have somebody's name that is mad long and you don't want to redo your lower third, spot. You know what I'm talking about, Austin. This is crazy. Yeah, the zebra turned around and looked at me, Johnny E. It's crazy. So now I can scrunch it in. I can make it bigger. I can make it smaller. So I can actually make it longer and hit save. And you can see how that immediately takes effect. Okay. All right. Let's get the zebra is messing me up. All right. So, and if I go back to it right now, you do want to make sure you highlight the section that you want to adjust. And if I go back to it, I can go and put it back to normal, right? Put it back to 0. I can adjust the line height as well. Oh, and so this is actually how you might, David, how you might get into that whole thing of, formulating it to be the way that you want it, to get it to mimic what I have on screen. But I just like doing it this way better. So again, personal preference. You could do text cutout. Text cutout is, okay. There's just too much. There's too much to cover here. What time is it? 1:41. I'm already over my time. It's supposed to be live for an hour, and we're right up on an hour right now. Ecamm is Mac only. You are correct, Rahman. You are correct. Mac only. But the stuff that I'm doing right now, this is all stuff that you can do in Ecamm only. Adds a recent section to the profiles. Let's go to profiles, and now there's a recent profiles, and you have all your profiles, recent profiles, and all your profiles. That's so dope. Adds line spacing and character adjustment. You can do text cutout. Adds green screen key option for image, movie, and widget overlays. Image, movie, and widget overlays. What's going on, Goose Socks? Hey. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for coming through and hanging out with us today. But I mean, imagine that. I mean, this is just absolutely crazy. The amount of things that you can do with Ecamm now. I am I love Canva. Right? I'm not, and I have no intention of going away from it. I gotta get the zebra off the screen. Y'all just gonna be watching the zebra the whole time. All right, let me get rid of the zebra. But I absolutely love Canva, and I'm a big proponent of Canva. I use Canva for pretty much everything. Like, what do you want to do? Let's go to Canva. So Johnny E, like with that recommendation of just grab one from Canva, that was clutch because I don't know what I was trying to achieve. That took 2 seconds. So thank you so much for that. But I go to Canva for everything. I'm not saying that this is replacing Canva. I'm simply saying we're getting a Canva experience. It's like Ecamm just opened up the hood of their product and put Canva inside and closed it back down and said, here you go. So now you can't, the reason why somebody's going to ask this, so I do all that stuff in Canva. Help me understand, why would I want to do this in Ecamm? Because you can change it on the fly without having to go to Canva, tweak it, export it, and hope it fits. No. You can change it on the fly, and when you set it, you can forget it, you can save it, you can export it. It's not an asset that you have to go and figure out where it is. It's all built in the system. And I know I didn't spend a whole lot of time with this, but this shape thing, there are multiple shapes that you can actually make this into. So you can, there's just no shortage of the amount of things you can do with this system, with this platform, and with the functionality that they've added in. It's a game changer, y'all. It's a game changer. I hope that is, you're seeing that. I mean, even the gradient, the motion gradient around my logo right now, like, that's a transparent logo. I put a shadow on it so it gives it that look on the back, and now it has this motion going around. That is dope. I mean, talk about production quality and production value going up. Ecamm, you've done it again. We truly appreciate you. We come out of live demo mode and see if you guys have any questions. What's up? Talk to me. I got about 15 minutes and then I got to run. So anybody that has any questions, I see Rahman is asking, is Ecamm Mac only? You are correct, sir. It's Mac only. So sorry about that. I know there's a lot of people who are not on the Mac bandwagon, and that is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I just, it just kind of is what it is. It's a Mac only product. So we just got to make it work. There is a product called vMix that is for Windows. So you do have an option if should you decide to go that route. You do have an option there, but that is for that particular platform. And here, I'm actually resetting back up my screen because I have a certain order to my madness, and I don't have it set up quite like the way that it's supposed to be right now. So I'm getting everything kind of set back up. So I have the different things that I need. So there we go. All right. Yeah, that works. And then I can put this one like that. Boom. Everything's back the way that it's supposed to be. As I like it the way that I like it. Let's see. I want to say a word of thanks for all of you guys hanging out with me today. StreamYard versus EVMux. Okay. I've used vMix. It stopped working on me. Oh gosh, Rahman, what's going on? Why are these platforms refusing to work for you? Because vMix has been solid. I've got a couple of friends who are vMix. They're vMix officials, and they it's a workhorse. So I don't know why that stopped working for you. But to answer the question, StreamYard versus EVMux, it's really an unfair comparison. StreamYard is decidedly basic. Like that's part of their pillars. Ease of use, professional looking streams, but they don't have a whole lot of, it's not complicated. So you immediately get in there, poke around for like 10-15 minutes, and you kind of know, like, okay, these are my parameters. They won't let me be great. I see that, Doc. I see that. But these are some of my parameters. I can use StreamYard. I can run with it. EVMux it gives you all the same functionality of StreamYard, but it gives you this thing called Pro Scenes. Pro Scenes is essentially what I'm doing in Ecamm, where I'm building my scenes out. But it's just not, it's in a browser, so it's a little bit different, but the functionality is still very much there. Very feature rich as far as I'm concerned. If EVMux is still, in my opinion, pound for pound, one of the, it has caused me, hey Alicia, it has caused me to be like, you know what? Because I used to put all of my streaming platforms in these nice, neat boxes. Tier 1, that's your phone. Tier 2, web-based. That's your Melon app. That's your EVMux. That's your StreamYard. That's your Restream Studio. Tier 3, installed. Installed meaning you have to actually download it and install it on your computer. So what falls in the Tier 3 category? OBS, Ecamm, vMix. What's the name of the last one? Oh my gosh, we just talked about this the other night. So somebody sent in pictures and we knew that they were using this one. Anyway, I can't remember the name of it. Monty Weaver uses it. Can't remember the name right now, but these are all applications you install on your computer, and it is going to move at the speed of your computer. So your computer becomes the limiting factor or the freeing factor. Like if you have a computer that's well spec'd, Ecamm is going to come on there and it's going to fly, or vMix is going to get on there and it's going to fly. Whereas your web-based streaming platforms, you're just utilizing a web browser, Wirecast. Thank you, David Hunt. You're using a web browser, and you're essentially using whatever, StreamYard has all these supercomputers in the cloud, and that's what you're using to stream, essentially, right? Your encoder, all that stuff, it's in the cloud. So the heavy lift is not on your computer. Whereas your Tier 3, your heavy lift is on your computer. Tier 4, that's my dude. He's here. The man, myth, the legend himself, Mr. Monty Weaver. We appreciate you, sir. I always have to do that when he comes through. But no, your Tier 3, everything is on your computer and it's good. Tier 4, however, is like your Teradek, it's your Blackmagic equipment, it's your Aja Helos, and you're basically, you have physical devices for every aspect of your streaming setup, right? So if you have an encoder, you have physical encoders for each one of the platforms that you're going to. You have the switchers, the whole data center essentially set up like rack mount equipment. Tier 4 is what I do. The team at my church does. They're using, production level equipment. Tier 1, I'm going to repeat again, is your phone. Tier 2, web-based. Tier 3, locally installed. You download it, install it on your computer. Tier 4, physical equipment for each aspect of streaming. EVMux sits between Tier 2 and 3. You don't install it, but it's fully web-based, but it is so feature rich that it's not quite Tier 2, right? It's so feature rich, it's not quite Tier 2. Now, that being said, there are a number of people that I've talked to, I've even done consults with, who, when they use EVMux, comparing it to StreamYard, they say it's just not as smooth. It's not as stable. Now, I have not found that to be the case, but I just feel like I need to share that with you because EVMux is newer to the party, if you will, than some of the other guys. Everybody else has kind of been established. EVMux came on the scene and they made a huge splash. So I want to make sure you get a chance to know when you say StreamYard versus EVMux, I want to share with you, that's my idea behind the two. EVMux has done a really good job of saying, hey, if you want to stay basic, here's the basics. You can run your StreamYard type live show in EVMux because they have all the same things. In fact, the formats are the same and the layouts are the same. But then if you do want to have like one scene that is completely customized and designed the way that you want it, using lower thirds and using animations, and you can even play WebM and web sources. Imagine using a web source like triggers from YouTube, where things were popping up on the screen. That is crazy that you can do that in a web browser. All those functions and features are there in EVMux. So you have this, platform that kind of gives you, yes, here are the basics, and then here is this, this door that you can open whenever you want to, and you can go in and play around with all these other toys. And I think because of the competition in the marketplace, StreamYard will eventually get there. They released several features that I'm excited about, like custom layouts. Custom layouts is something I've been crying for forever. Being able to put the camera wherever I want it, size it however I want it on the screen. I just don't see the reason why StreamYard gets to decide that. But so many people love it, for its simplicity, and they want to make sure they continue to serve that audience. So we got to just make sure, you stay in the lane that you want to stay in. All right, let me see what you got. I just referred one of your PTZ tutorials to a fellow church. Good to see you. Oh yeah, Monty's PTZ tutorials are crazy. Got to run. Great stream like always. Johnny E, I always appreciate you coming through. Rahman says, I got you. I'm assuming you understand where I'm coming from. Elisha says, I'm not sure. I'm singing for an online event with a performance track. How can I make the song sound good over the internet? I have StreamYard. So you need to play the track into StreamYard using the same audio interface that you have your mic plugged into, so that both are going into your online platform at the same time. That's the first thing. Second thing is, it sounds like, now you say you have StreamYard, but does the person you're singing, this online event that you're singing for, are they going to be using StreamYard? If they are, then there's a couple of audio settings that you need to have them turn off, or you need to turn off as you go into StreamYard. Hey, Rahman, my absolute pleasure, man. My absolute pleasure. I'm glad that we were able to answer that question. But yes, David Hunt is saying, make sure you're using headphones and enable stereo mode. Kirk can show us. Yes. Those are the first thing I was going to say is, make sure that your mic and your track are going into the system using the same interface. Because if you're playing the track, let's say you upload the song to StreamYard, you're hearing it a click or two behind what the audience is hearing it. So your audio and the track audio are not going to be the same. So I'll give you an example. I'm playing this track through Ecamm, and I'm not playing it through the Rodecaster Pro. Because I'm playing the track through Ecamm, if I try to sing along with this track, I'm actually a step or two behind it. So you want to make sure. I want to make sure. This is one of those things. I sing as well, and so I'm telling you from experience. You want to make sure, if I'm going to sing something, I'm going to play it from the Rodecaster Pro, because my mic is plugged into the Rodecaster Pro, and so my audio and the audio from the track are getting to the streaming platform at the same time. So you don't have to have a Rodecaster Pro to do that. I used to sing all the time with my Focusrite Scarlett 2i2, just that little red box. Used to sing all the time with my Air M Audio Air 1924, no problem. Just plug in my iPad, press play on the track. I have my headphones in. I have the mic there, all plugged into that same audio interface, and I'm singing. And everything, the audio, the video is in sync, of course. The track, all of it's getting into your streaming platform at the same time. So those are the things. And of course, what David said, I'll run the mic and track through AudioVox. Perfect. But what David said is also critical. And he is correct. We can show you that real quick if that's something that you want to see. I don't usually have to. I went to log into StreamYard and it's asking me to. I went to the StreamYard website and it's asking me for a code. I'm like, well, that's new. Have I been gone that long that StreamYard doesn't know me on my main computer anymore? That's crazy. All right, let's go to K-Media Producers. Let's go to the next scene. Perfecto. Enter studio. All right, so this is my top-down shot. I'm going to mute the mic and enter the studio. I have to unmute the mic. I just remembered that. You can do this in several ways. I'm going to go back out. You can make the change right here as you're entering the studio by just going to audio settings. Do have to wait for everything to connect. So I'm waiting for everything to connect, and it did. So I go to settings, I go to audio. You want to turn off echo cancellation. You want to turn on stereo audio. This is often used by musicians, right? With a stereo audio input / mic, echo cancellation must be turned off in order for stereo audio to work properly. And so you want to, that's it. You want your audio settings just like this. Turn off echo cancellation, turn on stereo audio. Make sure you're wearing headphones. You do those things, you're going to get full quality of your audio without the ducking, right? It's not going to, the sound, the noise cancellation is not going to compress your backing track. You're going to get the full quality. Now you are going to have to make sure you balance your backing track with your microphone, with, depending on how loud you sing and all that other good stuff. But I hope that this was helpful. Thank you so much for the question. As you can tell, I love this stuff. I love this stuff. But yeah, I think we're right there. That was the excellent advice, Kirk. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Listen, we're right there at my quitting time. It's 2:00. I got to roll. Man, I can't thank you guys enough for coming through and hanging out with us today. This has been another edition of the Mid-Month Huddle. I know I said midweek, but Mid-Month Huddle. And yeah. Elisha or Elisha, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. What song are you going to sing? Come on. Right as we get ready to go offline here, what song are you going to sing, Elisha? I don't know. So helpful. Thank you. I'm waiting. I'm hoping you're going to answer me. What song are you going to sing? Or you haven't decided yet? Are you one of those that has, so many songs that you don't even know which one you're going to sing? Let's see here. There we go. So helpful. She says, so helpful. Listen, if you answer what song you are singing, I may even sing a song right now. Listen, that's it right there. See, I'm surprised that other people haven't chimed in. Like, tell him, Everlasting God. I don't know that one. I gotta look it up. I gotta look that one up. Everlasting God. That's a good one. Elisha. Thank you. I love being able to pronounce people's names correctly. So I'm glad you shared how to pronounce your name. Elisha. Thank you. Elisha. Thank you. Where is the music? Oh, that's what's missing. I'm sitting here like, why am I missing? Why don't I see my music? That is because I have gotten rid of it. Yeah, I got rid of it. Okay, so let's try and see if we can't get this back to where it needs to be. All right. I don't know. All right, we got all of them now. Let's see what's Elisha saying now. William Murphy. Oh, I know the one. I just don't know it by the name Everlasting God. Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh, I wish you could sing it right now. That would be so good. That would be so good. That would be so good. So here's a backing track. Right. So, and then of course I have to adjust the sound, the level of it. And then there is a fountain filled with blood drawn from Emmanuel's vein, and sinners plunged beneath that flood. Whew. Should have practiced before I tried to sing this thing. But anyway, you get the point, right? So adjust your volume level for the music itself. I'm hearing it in my headphones, but all of them are getting to the stream at the same time. Does that make sense? Cool. All right. Let me do a different one. You guys are delayed. I don't see any comments. She said there's a fountain. Yeah. I'm on overtime now. Come ye disconsolate, where ye languish. It's not complicated. Come to the mercy seat, fervently need. You get the point. Here, tell your wounded heart. No, your share your. Now this part is here. I forgot the words. Where ye languish, thank you. Earth has no sorrow. Where do you get your tracks? I actually have a friend make them. That heaven cannot eat. Yeah, I have a friend make them. So it's, I know, unfair advantage. There's a couple that I did purchase, but I don't like playing those because I get the copyright strike. Because it's not like because when I get somebody to make it for me, it's not exactly the same as the track that I'm singing. So because it's not the same exact as the track that I'm singing, then it's considered a cover, and you get grace in terms of copyrights. So yeah. She's giving me all the words now. Bring your wounded heart. Here, tell your anguish. Earth has no sorrow that heaven cannot heal. Come on, that song will preach. Listen, fam, we've had too much fun today. Put me in touch with your source, please. Okay. Are you local? Because I mean, it doesn't really matter, actually. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. Drop me an email at info@howitoworks.com, and I will reach out to my source and see if we can't get you connected. Yeah, drop me an email at info@howitoworks.com. Yes, they are a pain. And see, this is how you know this is not. I'm not telling you something that I heard on the street. This is something that I know from experiences. So I get you. But yeah. You're watching on YouTube, so let me post to YouTube. And info. Yeah, drop me an email at info@howitoworks.com. I just need your contact information so I can do an e-introduction with my guy. And then, same. Hey, This is fun, y'all. I love this stuff. I love the David Hunt always with coming through clutch, not clutch. Always coming through clutch. But David, thank you so much. Elisha, thank you so much. And everybody else that came through and hung out with us today. Let me tell you something. Ecamm is really making it unfair in this streaming game. But I love it. I'm hoping you guys are here for it as well. This is the new studio setup. This is where we're going to be for a little while. I hope that you like it. Got another setup on the other side. Hey, listen, there's a blessing in coming on the live. If you want to see it real quick, let me just walk you over there. You didn't know that was possible? Of course you knew that was possible. You knew it was possible. Okay, cancel that. Okay. All right. All right. All right. So this is my iPhone, and I'm going to walk you over to the other side of the studio. Got to plug back in. And there we go. Nice little tour, right? Simply Off says, hey, folks. Hey, Mr. Nugent. Hey, what's going on? Thank you. That's it. That's it for me. Just want to give a quick little tour as we get ready to close it out today. I appreciate every last one of you for coming through and hanging out. Always good. The other side looks more like my current setup, Alicia says. Well, listen. The other side is I use that for my live shopping area. Definitely a lot that I can do over there. Whereas this one is seated. I'm a lot more, plugged in. So I've got my earpieces in and stuff like that. That side, I use the wireless mic. I can walk around. I'm usually standing. So the two different spaces really give me some options. But yeah, this is the studio, home studio, one room, not very big. But, you make it work. I use angles. I'm a big fan of using angles. I've been doing that from when I was in the storage closet. I had that as my studio for over a year. So I'm a big fan of angles. I set this thing up on an angle. Kind of shows you a little bit of the desk, a little bit of what's, my background, even though like literally, like fam. Like I didn't have to get up to touch that. That's how close it is. It's just camera tricks in terms of making this thing look bigger. And that's what we like to do here. Showcase what's possible. Basically peek behind the veil a little bit. See how those puzzle pieces fit together. Essentially show people how it all works. It's your boy Kirk Nugent, the Geek Speaker Preacher. Hoping that you got something of value from our time together today. Hoping that you'll come and check us out in some of our videos, some of our other content, some of our live shows. Oh, man, I forgot. I got a new show. Y'all, I got a new show coming up. Man, I forgot totally about this. I've got to show you this. Y'all. Listen, as they say, there's a blessing in coming on the live, right? So if you're still here with us, you get to know about this new show. If you had to leave, I get it. But this new show, I totally forgot, and so I'm like, no. Let me show you this new show. Okay. All right, let's try this one more time. That's okay. There we go. All right, here we go. We're gonna get there. All right, let's go. Right, here we go. All right. Perfect. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The download is finished. Let's do preview mode. File. All right. So here is a look at the promo for my new show. Here is a promo for my new show with the television ministry that I work with. Here we go.
Everyone has vision, and the place that has more unrealized vision and potential than anywhere else is the graveyard.
But God didn't set it up for your vision to die. He wanted your vision to be lived out in real time. That's why Jesus says, I don't just do resurrections, I am the resurrection. So it doesn't matter how long the vision has been dead, dormant, or in hospice, God can bring it to life again.
We want you to join us for Vision Sunday. We're going to give you tips, tricks, best practices. We'll have interviews with others who have gone before you, and you'll learn insight and perspective from their stories that you can take to resurrect that vision that God has given you.
Listen, I want you to know that this is a call to leaders of every sort. We're calling out to pastors, ministry leaders, CEOs, entrepreneurs, inventors, writers, musicians. I want you to know that we're in the time of Joel 2:28, where the Bible says, old men shall dream dreams and young men shall see visions.
That's right.
We are in a time of abundant revelation where there is more vision and resourcing available now than at any other time in history.
Join us every Sunday at 10 a.m. Central Time.
Listen, the word says, where there is no vision,
That's right.
the people perish. Listen, don't treat this as optional. It is an essential gathering. We look forward to seeing you for Vision Sunday.
Come on. Oh, wow. I didn't realize that was the scene it was going to come to. That is dope. All right, let me go back to my regularly scheduled program. Yeah, that is the show. And let me tell you something. We got a chance to watch the episode that will air this coming Monday, and it's fire. It's fire. In fact, as they say, right? Again, I'm saying to you guys, there's a blessing in coming on the live. And let me tell you something about how God does His thing. And for people, you guys already know I'm a person of faith, but let me tell you how God does His thing. He will take all of your passions and wrap them all up in your next project. Like that's what I can tell you. So why am I saying that? I'm working for a television ministry, producing shows, and I'm hosting a show with the speaker director. That's what Vision Sunday essentially is. But we're talking to visionaries. We're talking to people who have gone through this process of being an entrepreneur or launching out into the deep, into the unknown, and doing all this stuff. I want you to take one guess. Just try and guess. Who do you think our first guest is for this show? Our first guest for this show. I'm looking in the comments right now. The first guest for this show is the Onyx family. Yeah. This Onyx family. Yeah, this one that I'm showing you on YouTube right now. These are our first guests in Monday's episode of the show. I, and along with Pastor Snell, are going to interview the Onyx family. I'm highlighting the name of their channel right now, but I'm also highlighting how many subscribers they have. Take a look at that. These guys have turned this channel into a multi-million-dollar business because they had a vision that they refused to allow to die. And we're going to hear from them, their story of how they brought that thing to life. 3.79 million subscribers. And here's what I also want you to know, okay? They've got multiple channels. Mary Go Slime. All of the kids have their own channels. They've got their, listen, look at the amount of Onyx Kids has 2.32 million subscribers as well. We're talking about folks who have gone the distance before. You're going to want to make sure you're there. Somebody said it. Somebody asked the question, and I believe David Hunt is putting it in the comments right now. It's going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on YouTube on at Breath of Life TV. So if you go to youtube.com/breath of youtube.com, at Breath of Life TV. So if you just type in Breath of Life, just type in Breath of Life, it'll be the first thing that comes up. It'll be the first things that comes up. Okay, I'll show it to you. This is the Breath of Life YouTube channel. And so you'll be able to see that. Of course, you'll see some of the other fresh start, some of the other shows that have already gone before, and we'll be adding to that list, of course. But it'll pop up right here. It'll be like pending live, because we're getting ready to set that thing up. So yes, this is where you can go, at Breath of Life TV. You can see the URL right here in the top corner, and I'm gonna just go ahead and copy that and paste it in the chat. Because we can. So, Onyx family, yeah, man. Yeah. We are excited to interview them. We literally had them in studio with us. So, in fact, if you watch that promo closely, you'll actually see a clip of them in there. So we're excited about this thing, man. I hope that you guys can come and hang out with us. 6 of you guys on the live. I know I lost a couple. That's okay. But I just wanted to, I wanted to share what we got going on, some of the things that are happening, some of the things that are just so exciting in terms of this space that we've created, but also the skills and practices and principles that we've learned here, and how I'm using them in other spaces as well. All of it converges back to this How It All Works platform for me to be able to share with you even more of what I'm learning and what I'm experiencing in these spaces. Listen, as it comes to me, I share it with you. That's what I do, right? As it comes to me, I share it with you. That's what I do. I'm excited. I'm hoping that some of you guys will hit that subscribe button on the Breath of Life TV and you come and hang out with us. I'm going to do another live probably this Friday night. To showcase a little bit more about Fresh Start Sunday and the shows that we got coming up on there, and especially this newest show that will air this coming Sunday, which is Vision Sunday. Y'all, I will catch you. That's it. I'm done. Thank you for staying on. Alicia says, I'm glad I did as well. I had it in mind to play that before, but I just totally forgot. So, fam, we will see you in the next video. Be blessed.
Geek Speaker Preacher. 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 Geek Speaker Preacher.